Hello, YouTube.com. I'm coming at you with a real banger today. I'm sure the people who are subscribed to me are either here because they saw like a fire-ass JoJo edit like 2 years ago, or they're here because they've seen my recent covers and they also like Willwood. And if you're one of those people, I've got a little bit of content for you here. It's not as exciting, it's not as exciting as my covers, but this is pretty big for me. I spent $500. Like, that was a little more than a whole paycheck. And I work minimum wage, so that's not that bad. And I got like the entire Willwood store, so I'm gonna be unboxing that here for you today. Let's get right into it. I don't have a knife. Can we get much higher? Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay. We're gonna go in blind. We're just gonna grab one of them, and I'm just gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna react. Yeah, this is a reaction channel now. I hope you guys are all excited for my reaction content. Okay. Starting off with a banger here, I think. I'll just look at that. That's gorgeous. Normal album joggers. Hell yes. After we get through the unboxing portion, I'm going to be dressing up in all the outfits that I get from this. So starting off strong with the normal album joggers, I'm very excited for those. These are like I'm probably gonna wear these for like weeks, as long as they don't start smelling bad. Maybe I'm oversharing a little much. Anyway, we got another banger here. It's just like my my current shirt, but it's actually Tomcat Disposables. It's the is there cheese in the great beyond? But it's a hoodie, a big hoodie too. Very comfy, perfect, because it's fall out, and so it's going to be, I'm going to be needing this, because this morning I rode my bike to school and it was fucking freezing. Like, it was frigid. Oh. Okay. Next little item here. It's not little, actually. I'm sorry I lied to you like that. Oh, God, the materials are so nice. They're so, like, it's so good. Willwood makes quality products. Thank you, Willwood. This is impeccable. I'm so proud of you. I have been following you. Why am I talking to you like you are Willwood? You are, like, literally just some random person on the internet. Sorry about that. This is the normal album hoodie. Fucking awesome. It's got the text on the back, Willwood normal album. Oh, I love it. The design's perfect. Like, A+ material right there. I don't know why I keep looking into it. I want the things to be a surprise, but I'm just ruining it for myself. This one is something that I got for me and my boyfriend to share, because we both, so I assume you don't know, since again, you're a random person on the internet. I have no idea who you are or what background you come from. I used to live in Florida, like 6 months ago, like almost, not, that's too much, like 4 months ago, how about that? Like 4 months ago, I used to live in Florida, and I had a boyfriend there, and, well, I do have I have a boyfriend, and we both lived in Florida, but then I moved, and so now we're long distance, and it was really hard for me to get over, and also for him to get over, but we both kind of got through it in our own ways, but specifically with the song Cicada Days, and so I got this hoodie for us to share. That is when we do get to be together. But, it's very simple. I like it a lot. Same soft material. Willwood has amazing fucking materials. It's like actually insane. I keep looking! I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna go for the deepest thing I can feel. Oh, hell yeah! This is the one I've been excited for. The Willwood blanket. The normal album pattern. Gorgeous. Absolutely love it. It's soft but like thinnish, so it's perfect for when it's like chilly, but you don't want to get like fucking pile drive with heat. It's just the perfect blanket. Okay, another banger. All of these are bangers. My bed is very quickly stacking up with plastic. nature, I guess, shirt. Pretty simple, straightforward. I don't feel like I have to explain that one that much. I'm gonna keep saying another banger because these are all bangers. Another banger right here. This is the exact album cover that I'm wearing right now, but it's in hoodie form. Although it doesn't have the tour dates on the back, which I can't say I expected because this one does have the tour dates on the back. I'm not sure if that's just because I got it at the actual tour. Maybe he wants to like make it special, and if so, I respect that. I keep fucking looking, and there's 3 things left, so at this point it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna. Okay. Oh yes. Okay. Oh wow. I did not expect the colors to look like this. It's pretty though. I like it. It's like inverted enough. It's like reverse saturated. I don't know what you call that. It's contrasted. I'm a fucking idiot. This is the Selfish design. Oh, sure, I love it. On to the next. Oh, is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? Wait, is it? No, it could be something else. Don't get your hopes up. Oh yeah, baby. I've been excited for this one. Damn! It's badass. The Will Wood dress. Hopefully it fits me because I had to take out a whatever you call it. Those long, like, you know what I fucking mean. It's the thing you use to measure yourself. It's whatever. Okay. Dang, this one is durable. Pink, which is a little gay if you ask me. Sorry. Normal album retro flyer shirt in pink because I'm transgender. I know. I'm so sorry. I think that's all. Well, I say that's all as if that wasn't a fuck ton of stuff that costed $500. But let's get into the next part of the video where I'm going to be dressing up like a fucking person who dresses up. Okay, bye. So naturally, I wanted to start with the thing I was the most excited about. And that was, of course, the dress, as you could probably imagine. And I am very pleased with how it turned out. It fits me quite well. I think the skirt is like perfectly long enough. It's like just above the kneecap. So I think it fits me surprisingly well. I was hoping that it would be like as perfect as it is. And it was, which like, honestly I'm surprised because I know clothing brands are usually shitty about like dress sizes and stuff, but like it's Will Wood, so I can't say that I expected anything less from a Chad like him. So first thing done, looks great. I love it. So this one is one that I think is going to be better for like casual wear, for like if I'm at home and I'm just chilling. And don't expect too much variation in the pants because these are the only Will Wood pants that I have. And I spent $500. I think for the rest of my life, I'm just exclusively going to be wearing Will Wood merch. So don't be too surprised if you never see me wear anything else. But these are the pants. They're very comfortable. They feel very soft and like, you know, you can really stretch around in them. I got an extra large, even though I'm more of a large, just because I like baggier pants. And now that I like have them fitted, I honestly wouldn't recommend that because now there's a little bit like, there's a bit of like extra baggage at the bottom that I'm fine with, but other people might not be because like it might like insulate their ankles too much and they might find it uncomfortable. But overall, I really like this outfit just as like casual wear, and I love the little Will Wood logo on the pants. So I will probably be wearing this a lot when I'm at home just chilling around. I'd give this like a 6 out of 10 for looks, just because it doesn't really match with the normal album pants, which I didn't expect because, you know, it's like solid and then patterns. But comfort, 10 out of 10. And do I like it? 10 out of 10, because I love Will Wood. On to the next outfit. This next outfit is an absolute banger, especially for right now because it's fall and it's gonna start getting cold and I need to be warmer. I present to you the normal album fit. So you've got the patterns up top, you've got the patterns matching on the pants too. It just works. And I have black fans, it all ties together. I think it's perfect. You've got the nice little it looks like a mix between Vampire Culture and Greetings from Maryville Township drawing. But then on the back, you've got the normal album, Will Wood. And yes, I am still wearing the exact same Will Wood shirt underneath. You have to have an undershirt if you're wearing a hoodie. I don't care what the comments have to say. So, on to the next outfit. Oh wait. Overall, comfort, 10 out of 10. Style, 10 out of 10. Do I like it? 10 out of 10. This is all around just like the perfect outfit. I love this. This is what I want. I've decided to just go ahead and do all the hoodies since that's the easiest to put on and off, and I'm not going to be changing the pants. I don't have to change the undershirt because you won't see it because it's a hoodie. That being said, this is the Cicada Days. I think it's very sleek. It's got that like very fucking, what's the word? What the fucking companies are doing nowadays where they make their logos simple. You know what I mean. Okay, so it's got that very like minimized look. I'm not sure what the word is, but I think it fits well with the outfit. Overall, comfort. I think you can guess, but I'll still tell you if you haven't been paying attention. 10 out of 10. Style? 8.5 out of 10. And do I like it? 10 out of 10. I think for comfort and do I like it, you're never gonna get a different rating. So like, at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and only do style. But just know that I absolutely love all these. And I absolutely love all these, and they're all very comfortable. They use very soft materials, and it's really comfortable to wear. Also, Will Wood. How are you shipping this merchandise? Are you like in a room with like 3 like fucking pumpkin nut candles just going? Because it smells like, these hoodies smell fucking amazing, dude. I don't even have to wash these. I will just wear these like right now. These smell so good, Will Wood. What did you do to these? On to the next outfit. This next one, again, a hoodie. Who would have seen that coming? Fit with the normal album joggers. Don't expect that to change, even though I've said that already like 5 times. That was 10 fingers. I don't know why I said 5 when I put out 10. I said it. You get the fucking point. Okay. So, you have the hoodie. Pretty simple, I think. I don't think there's much to be said about this one. Overall style, I'd give it like... Thing is, the pants are like gradient black. It's not just pure black like you find on this. It's like a gradient with gray and black, so it doesn't really fit well with this in terms of style. So in terms of style, I'm gonna have to give this one like a 7.2. Again, you know my ratings for comfort and do I like it. So yeah, overall style, 7.2 out of 10. Still a great outfit. I love it. On to the next outfit. I hope you're excited for, you guessed it, another hoodie. Maybe I bought too many. I mean, hey, I live in California and it's Bay Area, so it's chilly. Ooh. But anyways, it's the Is There Cheese in the Great Beyond? I think, again, it's a very simple design. There's not much to really be said about it. It just complements itself, and I think the pants work as like a separate piece of the outfit. You don't like feel these connecting, you feel them as separate pieces. And so I think for that, I just have to give it a like 8 out of 10 on style. I know I rated the other one lower because the colors didn't match, but I just feel like these ones are just separate. I don't know why. I'm not sure what is like, maybe just the complete polar opposite color styles or whatever you call it. I forget what it's called. Color palettes. Maybe it's just that, but I'm not sure exactly why. But overall, this is like solid 9 out of 10. So yeah, on to the next outfit. The next outfit is, you guessed it, a shirt. This is the Selfish album shirt. It's got the really like contrasted colors, which I like. I think it looks different from what I usually see on the album cover. It's like darker, and I like that. It kind of flows with the pants. So I think just the fact that they actually blend together, I think works really really well, and I think that just automatically bumps us up to a 10 out of 10 on style, for me at least. Again, style is subjective. Well, I say again as if I told you that, but I didn't. So, style is subjective. Now you know. Congratulations. So if you think all of these outfits are dog shit and you think I'm a stupid little trans person on your phone, I guess leave a comment and I'll probably be like, well, that I don't see what me being trans has to do with that, and that was a little insulting. I wish you could have expressed your views in a nicer way. And then you'll probably just like my comment and then say something mean back. Anyways, 10 out of 10 for style. On to the next outfit. Next outfit, another shirt. This is another one of the Tomcat Disposables ones, except this design is the Nature I Guess shirt. And I got it as a shirt because I feel like this one works better as a shirt, and the Is There Cheese in the Great Beyond works better as a hoodie. I'm not sure what compelled me to believe that, but that's just how I felt about it. And again, same points with the hoodie that I have. I feel like you can just see these two as separate outfit pieces and not like lump them together like you would most outfits. And be like, oh, I don't think that complements that very well. I think these two work on their own as separate pieces that, like, you know, you can admire them as separate pieces, and I think that's why their style works. So I think this is a 8.5 out of 10. I think that's the same rating I gave the hoodie. If I'm wrong, leave an angry comment about it. But yeah, about an 8.5 is what I give it. So pretty good style, I'd say. On to the next outfit. Oh, what's that? You were expecting an outfit? Well, you probably don't know how to count because I'm out. There's no more shirts or hoodies, but I So yeah, I'm going to sleep in this tonight, and I'm going to be very comfortable. And you guys won't get to see that, unfortunately for you. Luckily for me, because that would be very weird, and that would overstep my personal boundaries. But yeah, so that's all the outfits I have for you guys today. Maybe I will buy more Will Wood merch in the future. I hope Will has an amazing hiatus. I loved meeting him 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Oakland show. He like, oh, okay, I'm going to switch angles here so I can actually tell you the story. But yeah, those are all my outfits. I hope you guys enjoyed that section. And moving on now. So, see you in the next second. Okay, bye. So, we've gotten through all that. I sincerely hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'm not sure how much enjoyment you would get out of this, but I know as a Will Wood fan myself, I love seeing other people's content regarding Will Wood and the things that they get and how they see the other things that they get. So if you got any enjoyment out of that video, which I'm not sure you would, because I'm gonna be real, I don't think my content right now is great. I'm kind of just like copying other YouTube content, except I'm just like amalgamating it all into one thing, which you could argue is the source of everything. Like, Will Wood was probably inspired by a bunch of people, and that's where he got his conglomerate of things and made his music because of that. You could argue that. But that all being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed that little section of the video, but now I'm going to talk about my experience of meeting Will Wood. So, I get to the concert. I'm like super fucking stoked. this is like the most excited I've ever been in my whole life, because I have followed Will since before the Normal album came out. Back when I was in middle school, I was such a big fan of his. Especially, I originally became a fan from the song "Hand Me My Shovel, I'm Going In," because I have my Alexa on a lot back then. Because that was back when I used to live in Florida, and I was really depressed because Florida fucking sucks. Don't ever go there. Don't ever try to live there. I'm telling you, please don't go to Florida. This is a serious. Don't just please. Anyways, so I had a bunch of music always playing, and I would just let it go through different random songs. And then eventually, Hand Me My Shovel, I'm Going In came on, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this is a bop. And I was like, who the fuck? I was like, Alexa, who's this by? And I was like, Will Wood and the Tapeworms. And I was like, that's badass. And so I looked on my Spotify, I looked at Will Wood and the Tapeworms, I added Hand Me My Shovel, I'm Going In to my liked songs playlist, and ever since then, I've been absorbing more and more Will Wood content. And it eventually led to me spending this much money. And then, well, I mean, technically, that was all inspired by me actually going to the concert and, understanding Will. It was... Okay, I can't say I understand Will. It's hard to say you understand someone when you only get to see what they put out, the music that they put out. But I think he puts a lot of himself in his music, which is something I really respect and I really appreciate, especially in the time we have today. And the other day I watched the interview that he did about how he wants to be real at any cost. And I just really respect him as a person, and I think he's an amazing person. But at the concert, it's hard to explain, but when you listen to someone's music for so long, you kind of start to think of that person as a friend, and you feel like you understand everything that they've gone through, and you feel like they understand you and everything you've gone through. So you see them as a friend, and I do see Will Wood as a friend, and naturally he doesn't see me as that because I'm just some random person that he only met once. But so it's hard to grasp when you're meeting a celebrity that person is a person, because you put them on a, well, I shouldn't say you, because maybe you don't do that, maybe you're like really healthy about celebrities and stuff like that, but I personally put Will on such a high pedestal because I value him so much, from all the music that he's created and all the music that's helped me through so many things, that's inspired me so much, that made me want to start writing songs, and really inspired me to push myself to be the best musician I can be. I it's hard to see him as just a normal human being, which is really ironic considering the song The Main Character. But I went to the show. It was this one person I unfortunately forget, but he did some like rap and stuff. It was really nice. I actually enjoyed that part of the show more than I honestly expected, because I was like so hyped up for Will. I couldn't really keep my palette open for other stuff, but I think they did a really good job with what little I saw of them. I only saw 2 songs because I arrived a little bit late. And then Schaffner James came on, and I was like, oh hey, this guy sounds familiar. And then I realized that this is the same dude who did Ferryman with Will Wood. And so this is where the story starts getting interesting to an extent. So after Schaffner James, the majority of Schaffner James' set, Will comes on, and like the moment I see him go up there, tears just start flowing down my face. There's no, like, I can't stop crying. Like, I was just so excited. I was just so happy. It was genuinely amazing to be able to see him in real life, and really fathom him as a human being and not just someone I listen to music, or someone who I listen to. It really like put things in perspective, and it really just I'm not sure how to word this, but it just made me feel like I could understand Will more as a human being and not just as someone, or I guess in my mind, something that creates music. And I think it really helped me understand that Will is a human being, and I shouldn't, I should not. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this part out because I'm not sure what else to say here. So, but it really put things into perspective for me, and it really helped me understand um, why it was that I wanted to become a musician, because I want to make people feel the same way I felt when I saw Will for the first time, and tears just started flowing out of my eyes. And then after that, he goes off stage. James does another song, uh, and then after that, there's a little break. And so I start going over the merch table because I want to buy some shirts, and I do. And then I look over, and I'm just stunned because Will is just standing over by the bar, like he's just standing there, and I was like, I desperately want to say something to him. I'm not sure what I want to say. I just wanted to talk to him. I just wanted to let him know how incredibly much he meant to me, which probably in hindsight was not the best idea because, you know, he's getting ready to perform. That's just I shouldn't have, but I did, and I walked up to him and I went, "Excuse me," and he turned over to me, and we made eye contact, and I just started sobbing, like not the same way that I did when I saw him on stage, but I was making direct eye contact with him, and I just started crying. Like it was surreal for me. It was like reaching the highest point of my life right there, because the man who inspired me to be the person I am today is just standing right there in front of me. It, it was insane. It I really felt like that was the highest point of my life so far. And then so naturally that's that's not what you would get if you were just like looking out from the outside. You would just see some random kid walking up to Will and then being like, "Excuse me," and then just start crying, and then being like, "I just wanted to say you're a really big inspiration," and then just keep sobbing and apologizing for walking up to him, and then just keep crying instead of actually speaking words. So I just kept going, "I'm sorry." And he was like, "Oh no, it's okay, it's okay." And I felt so bad because I didn't want to put him in that situation where he was having to console me just because I wanted to say something to him. Because he shouldn't have been put in that situation. And Will, if you're somehow watching, I really doubt you are because this video is way too long. Sorry for the awkward cutoff. My phone ran out of space. But I really feel like I shouldn't have put him in that situation. And after the show, when we were able to actually talk and I wasn't just sobbing the entire time, I was able to express my regret in coming up to him, and he reassured me that it was okay and told me it was okay and it was fine, and I could just let it go. It didn't bother him, he said. So I'm really glad he said that. I'm not sure if it's entirely true, but either way, I still just want to say I shouldn't have done it, and I'm sorry that I did. If Will Wood is somehow watching this, which again I very highly doubt. But that being said, I go through his whole show, from the beginning, like tears still flowing out of my face the entire time. My face is completely red and just soaked in tears. I'm just eventually we get past like 2 songs and I literally, like, my tear ducts hurt and I can't cry anymore. I just ran out of tears, like, to cry. We get through all the songs. It was amazing. I loved it. He did fucking, like, incredible. He's an amazing musician. It's like, especially on the piano, like, he goes fucking ham on that piano. It's insane. He's seriously so talented, and
I wouldn't I wouldn't want to see anyone else. I wouldn't want to see anyone else perform. If I had the choice between anybody else and Will Wood on who I would want to see perform, I would choose Will Wood every single time. Just because of how invested I am in him as a person, and how much I get from from the music he makes. Um, but back to the main point. This video is a lot of backtracking and going off on tangents and all of that. So I hope you're not bothered by that, because that's kind of what this is meant to be. It's more like just me talking to you guys individually, because I on my channel it's mainly just things that I create, and I want something here to kind of help you understand me as a person a little bit to an extent. But so yeah, back to the main point. Uh, After the show, oh wait, I forgot to mention. When I was first like trying to talk to him, I eventually like made out the words. Do you think I could get a picture with you? Because naturally, I really wanted a picture with him, because I don't know. I just want something there, something tangible that I can see, or that I can like process properly to commemorate the meeting him. And he said, "Oh, of course, just after the show. If you just stay after the show, I can totally get a picture with you." And I was like, "Thank you so much. I'm so sorry." And I just walked away, and I was so 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 amazed by how kind and how caring he was for me, despite how annoying I was being. I'll be unintentionally annoying. Um, and then so after the show, I go. He packs up all his things, and then, or as he's packing them up, he talks to us, the few people who were there, like about five people who were left over by this time. Um, so during the show, there was someone who heckled him, and to an extent, that can be a fun thing. Like if someone just says like a silly comment, and then Will responds, and then they're like, "Oh, haha," and then it just goes on with the show. This person, they seemed to have good intentions, but they weren't executing them well. And it made Will really frustrated, and I felt really bad, because I totally understand. I very much understand where he's coming from and how he felt. And he was very concerned about how he came off, because so it started with the first interaction, and uh, Will eventually, after talking to the audience member for a bit, was like, "Okay, my blood is fucking boiling, and I'm gonna try and get through this next song, and despite how angry I am, or something around those lines." And I was like, "Oh, I think he's joking. I hope so, because I really don't. I, I I really hope he's doing okay, because you know this is his show. I want him to feel like the audience respects him and cares about him, because I'm part of that audience, and I really care and respect him." Um, so I hoped it was a joke. I kind of embedded in my brain, "Oh, he was probably just being silly or something." But then we get to the final song, Memento Mori. Uh, Before he sings it, he talks a bit about Christianity and makes like, funny jokes. He's actually a really good comedian, which I genuinely didn't know up until going to the show. He's really funny, um, and I honestly see him as so talented. He's not only a good musician, he's an amazing comedian, amazing pianist, amazing bass ukulelist, guitarist. He's so good at so many different things. It's really impressive. Um, but yeah, so as he's about to go into Memento Mori, I believe the audience member said something again, and then Will just straight up said, "Shut the fuck up," and then everyone laughed, because at the time, I think everyone thought, oh, that's funny because it honestly is, and I think that was a really good way to handle it because not only are you immediately dismissing the person, but it can very easily be taken as a joke while you also express your frustration. And so I think he handled the situation really well. Uh, I think at that point, he has full right to do that. It's his show. He wants to keep the attention on him because it's we all came to see him, not him featuring a random audience member. Um, so I think he handled it really well. After the show, when it was just a few people left, he talked to us as he was packing up, and he was like, "How do you guys think? Uh, what do you guys think about how I responded to that one person? And do you guys think I was being too mean when I said shut the fuck up?" And literally everyone was just like, "I don't think so," and I mean it makes sense because again, it's his show. People are here for him. You can't really dispute that. It's his store, but everyone's in agreement. It was a very humanizing moment for me to really like understand that Will has feelings too, which I think when you put someone up on that pedestal, like I said before, you don't really process that they're also a human being, like I said before. But this is something that really made me realize, wow, Will is not just an amazing pianist, an amazing vocalist, an amazing guitarist, an amazing all that. He's a human being, and that's something that I feel often isn't really understood or felt by many fans of popular people. And I just think that's something that you really have to think about when you're like a super fan of someone. You need to understand that they are a human. And sure, you can think in your mind, oh, it's a person, it's a human being, but you won't really understand that they're just a person, just like you, until you're right there and you're talking to them and you're hearing their experiences. And he used this one expression that really humanized him in my eyes. He was talking to his I forget what it's called, but it's like the person who organizes like your time and stuff like that. And he was like, I remember I sort of overheard it while I was talking to the other fans. They were he said something along the lines of feeling like he was some kind of circus animal, and I was like, wow, that that's that's awful. I in that time, I while I was processing that, I was like, wow, I'm I'm really glad I didn't do something that would make Will feel that way, or at least I don't think I did. I really hope I didn't because again, this is during a time where I was still processing that Will is is really a person, and I know that sounds bad, and it honestly probably is bad, but I always just thought it normal to put him on the pedestal that I always do or always did. Um, and so that really humanized him to me in my eyes. So uh, luckily the other fans were all really nice. I loved meeting them. They were all really polite, and we all talked about our favorite albums and stuff like that. And then it comes time for Will to, you know, talk to us and take photos and that. And so I go up to him, and I'm like, immediately I apologize for walking up to him before the show, and I keep telling him how sorry I am, and then he's just like, just forget it. You're good. You're fine. And I was like, thank you. I really appreciate it, but you know, I still shouldn't have done it. And he was like, just let it go. And I still can't. So I'm sorry, Will, because I don't think I should have done it. And but looking back, I can see now that that probably wasn't a good idea, and I can see that that's not something you should do, especially when it's like he was about to go perform. So it's not what you should do. um, but Will is genuinely a really sweet and polite person, and he's very thoughtful. And when I was talking to him, I it was incredible just being able to look him in the eyes and like talk to him. It was almost like 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 I was experiencing something I had never felt before. It was a height. It was incredible. I told him how how much he inspired me, how I've created characters, how I've covered his songs, how I've written stories about his music, and how he really shaped me to be the person I am today, especially with the song I'm You Myself, seeing as that inspired me to make the transition to to a woman. And so I told him all that, and then I was like, okay, time for a photo. So, he was really, really nice, and I really loved meeting him. And if I could meet him again, I would gladly. And I so hope he has an amazing hiatus for as long as he wants, as long as he needs, as long as he wants, as both, as long as he needs and as long as he wants. I want him to have the best hiatus. I want, honestly, if he quits music, I would be fine with that. I would understand that. I think he's his own person. He can do that. I think I wouldn't be stoked about it, but I think if he wants to do that, I wouldn't be like, oh no, you should keep making music, because now I really, 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 really see that he's a human, just like me and just like you. And so maybe I made this video just to get that off my chest and talk about um, how I felt and how I felt like my feelings were wrong back then, and how, I don't know, it kind of feels invalidating, but in a good way. Like, I'm glad he is not just a a a thing that makes music. I'm glad he's a person. I love being able to see him as a person, and I'm really glad I got the opportunity to. I I hope one day I'll be able to pay for him to like play at my wedding or something, because honestly, he has created so much of me that I think it's only right. So, you know, if he does decide to stick with music, I will pay like a lot of money for him to be at my wedding. That's all I'm saying. But um, yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to meet Will Wood, 100%, 100% do it. He is the nicest person you will ever meet. But do know that after meeting him, if you're as much of a fan as I am, you will sort of sink into a depression for a few days afterwards, just because you feel like you've reached the height. It's like getting off of a really big high. So you're gonna be like really sad for the well, not really necessarily sad, but just like you're gonna be depressed. Yeah, you're gonna be depressed for like 2 days, and then you're gonna be like, okay, I don't have to be depressed. And you know just being able to meet him, it really inspired me, because before I was just kind of getting by with my life and being happy with what I had. But now I'm happy with what I have, but I want more. I want to be bigger. I want to inspire people. I want to inspire people the way Will inspired me. And maybe that's too high a goal, but I'm gonna do as much as I can to do that. So, what started as a silly little unboxing and outfit review kind of thing turned into this really, really deep and kind of weird talk. So, sorry if you only came here for the unboxing and the outfits, but thank you for sticking through the end. I really do appreciate it because it's honestly probably really boring since I'm using very minimal editing except for like funny memes, lol. I don't know why I said lol. That was really cringe. But yeah, so I could really see how you would get bored very easily. So if you did actually manage to get to the end of this video, you're probably just my boyfriend. Hi Cyrus, I love you. But you know, if you're anyone else, I truly do appreciate it because I honestly probably wouldn't sit here and listen to my ramblings for so long. So thank you. I guess to wrap this all up, meet Willwood if you can. Expect depression for a few days. And thank you for coming to my channel, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for my my coming Willwood covers. I plan on covering all of his albums. I'm still figuring out what exactly I want to do differently, if anything, because my vocal teacher brought something up to me today about how if I don't do things differently, if I don't do something aside from just impersonating Will Wood, why wouldn't anyone just listen to Will Wood instead? And I thought, that's fair. So, I'm not sure what I want to do with his music yet, or maybe if I just want to cover it just so I can get my my bearings on his music, and it can help me understand it, and I can start writing my own music in a similar style, in a similar in a similar sense. So yeah. That all being said, expect a lot more content than I usually do. You know, like the occasional monthly uploads. Expect weekly at least. Hopefully more if I get the time for it. I recently quit my job at a pizza place I will not name. So yeah, I've got more free time. I have more time to do YouTube and more time to market myself. So thank you sincerely for sticking through all this, because again, this is honestly fucking boring at this point. So yeah, that's all. I hope you'll stay tuned.